lovely souls, and welcome back to Faith in the Valley with Deechi. Wherever you are in the world, I hope that you are well. And if you are new here, this is a space where I share quiet reflections and real life stories, prayer and healing, especially for women who are traveling through their valleys of recovery and healing. So today I want to share Vanessa's story. It is a story of pain, patience, and hope, especially as she goes through her recovery. And if you are walking through your own season of recovery, then this story is for you. So Vanessa is 34 years old. And just 4 months ago, she went through an emergency abdominal surgery, and this happened after a ruptured appendix, which began to turn septic, which sounds awfully painful. The operation saved her life, but the recovery felt like another mountain for her to climb. Vanessa was told that it would take at least another 4 to 6 weeks for her to get back to herself. But every week after the 6th week, it felt like a cruel reminder that she wasn't quite there yet in terms of her healing and her recovery. The pain lingered and her strength was slow to return to what she was used to before her operation. And she shared that on some days she couldn't even stand long enough to prepare a full meal for herself. And the job that she had, which was remote, was very demanding, was draining, and it felt impossible for her to keep up with everything. And also regarding her family and her friends, they felt far away. So during her recovery, she felt quite isolated and alone and just surrounded by silence. So Vanessa also shared that she often cried after having video calls, and she pretended to be stronger than she felt, and feeling quite broken and quite lonely inside. I know that this can feel quite difficult. As I travel through my own recovery, I know how that feels, and I'm sure that many of you know how that feels too. But after a while, something started to shift for Vanessa, and one afternoon, while she was curled up with a heat pack on her sofa, she picked up her Bible and she turned to the pages where Psalms 27 verse 14 says, "Wait for the Lord, be strong and take heart, and wait for the Lord." Vanessa shared that that verse has really held her through tricky times and difficult times as she recovers. The verse didn't promise speed. It didn't deny the pain that she was feeling, but it reminded her that waiting was not the same as God's absence, because God is always there. And it could actually be where God meets her each and every day, in the silence, in the stillness, knowing that God's presence is still there. And so Vanessa shared that she began to pray more, not just for healing, but also for God's presence to continue to surround her. And she whispered things like, "God, be here with me while I wait. Help me see small signs of progress, and help me to release control so that I can trust you more and more. Vanessa started to journal short prayers, and she started to write down scriptures to remind herself. Some scriptures like Isaiah 40 verse 31, which says, "Those who wait on the Lord shall renew their strength." And Lamentations 3 verse 25, "The Lord is good to those who wait for him." Vanessa began to change her perspective. Waiting wasn't wasted time. It was just necessary. Vanessa still has those difficult days and those challenging days, and she continues to move carefully as she heals. But her heart feels steadier and her faith feels stronger. And in reflection, she said, "The waiting didn't heal me instantly, but it has taught me to hope again." Well, friends, I don't know for you, but for me, I can definitely resonate with Vanessa's story. And the waiting can feel so slow and so hard and so long. But the good thing is that God is there with us, and he never leaves or forsakes us. So if you're in a waiting season, whether it is physical, whether it is emotional or spiritual, this is your reminder that you are not behind, you are not being punished, you are not forgotten, and you are being held by God and his presence. And just be encouraged to deepen your faith and your trust in him as you continue to heal. And right now, right here, God is here waiting alongside us, healing us, helping us, encouraging us. And even when it's quiet, even if it hurts, just know that you're getting through and your healing is happening, and you're not alone. You're not alone at all. And I would really love to hear your comments down below. I have 2 questions for you to respond to, and the first is, what are you waiting for in this season? And which scripture or scriptures have helped you to stay grounded as you travel through? I would also love to hear your story, and if you'd like me to share your story on your behalf, similar to what Vanessa has trusted me to do, then my details are also in the description below. You're also most welcome to explore my free prayer journal. There are also music albums and reflection journals as well to help you along your way as you travel through. And the link to these resources is also in the description below. So once more, you're not alone, and your story matters. I really hope that you found Vanessa's story encouraging and uplifting in some way, and to remind you that you're getting there bit by bit and step by step, no matter how slowly it may feel. And finally, may grace meet you exactly where you are. Thank you so much for joining me again today, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Until then, take care.